Today, we're delving into a critical topic: the purpose of inviting foreign companies to explore resources in your country. Is it truly beneficial for the country, or is there more to the story? When a country invites foreign companies to explore its resources, it's often seen as a way to boost economic growth, create jobs, and bring in much-needed investment. However, the reality is often more complex. Foreign companies may come in with promises of development and prosperity, but their presence can have negative consequences. They may exploit resources without regard for environmental impact, displace local communities, and leave behind little benefit for the country. So, is inviting foreign companies to explore resources truly beneficial for the country? Or is there more to the story? Let's find out. Imagine this scenario. Foreign companies come in, exploit resources, make enormous profits, pollute the environment, and displace locals, all while offering the government a pittance in compensation. Does this sound like a fair deal? Absolutely not. In many cases, this is the reality faced by countries that invite foreign companies to explore their resources. The companies prioritize their profits over the well-being of local communities and the environment, leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. So, while inviting foreign companies to explore resources may seem like a way to boost economic growth, the costs to the country and its people can be immense. It's important to consider these consequences carefully before entering into agreements with foreign companies. Senegal's newly elected president understands this. During his campaign, he vowed to renegotiate mining and fishing contracts with Western companies. Now that he's won, he's taking action. President Faye announced plans to audit the oil, gas, and mining sectors, emphasizing that these resources belong to the people and must benefit them. This marks a significant shift in approach, as the president is prioritizing the interests of the Senegalese people over the profits of foreign companies. By renegotiating these contracts, Senegal aims to ensure that its natural resources are managed responsibly and that the benefits are shared equitably among its citizens. But why the need for renegotiation? Most contracts signed by African countries and Western companies prioritize investors' rights over the interests of the people. This needs to change. In Senegal, for example, the state-owned company forecasts significant revenue from oil and gas production. However, the current contracts are deemed unfavorable to Senegal. They prioritize the profits of foreign companies over the well-being of the Senegalese people. This is a common issue faced by many African countries. The terms of these contracts often allow foreign companies to extract resources at minimal cost, leaving little benefit for the country and its citizens. It's no wonder that renegotiating these contracts has become a priority for Senegal's new administration. However, there's opposition. Woodside Energy, a company operating in Senegal, believes that maintaining existing contracts is crucial for investment certainty. They argue that renegotiation could deter future investment and jeopardize the stability of the industry. Former President Macky Sall has also echoed this sentiment, calling renegotiation disastrous. But is it really? Renegotiating contracts is a common practice in the industry and is often necessary to ensure that the terms are fair and equitable for all parties involved. Senegal has every right to renegotiate these contracts to ensure that its natural resources are managed responsibly and the benefits are shared fairly among its citizens. Renegotiating contracts is common worldwide. In fact, according to the International Monetary Fund, IMF, between 40 to 92% of contracts in the Latin American and Caribbean zone are renegotiated within 1 to 8 years after being signed. Senegal, like any other sovereign nation, has every right to renegotiate these contracts for the benefit of its people. Claims that renegotiation could drive away investors are simply a form of blackmail. Foreign companies are well aware of the risks involved in investing in developing countries and understand that renegotiation is sometimes necessary to ensure that the terms of the contract are fair and equitable for all parties involved. African countries should stand firm and demand what's rightfully theirs from these contracts. The resources belong to the people, and it's only fair that they benefit from them. Senegal's new administration is taking a bold step in renegotiating these contracts, and it's a move that should be applauded and supported. The President of the Republic of the Gambia, President Adama Barrow, should learn and follow in the footsteps of President Faye in Senegal. Gambians are going through hardship, with foreign companies taking over all the natural resources of the Gambia. President Faye's approach to renegotiating contracts with Western companies to ensure that Senegal's resources benefit its people and could serve as the model for President Barrow. It's time for the Gambia to prioritize its people's interests over those of foreign investors, and to ensure that its natural resources are managed responsibly for the benefit of all Gambians. Are you tired of mainstream media overlooking important issues affecting our countries? Look no further. Subscribe to Senegambia Trending for in-depth coverage and analysis of news and events that matter most to us. We bring you stories that are often overlooked by the mainstream media, ensuring that you stay informed and empowered. Subscribe now and join our community as we strive to bring you the news that truly matters. Stay informed, stay engaged, and subscribe to Senegambia Trending today. So why rely on Western companies? Can't African countries mine their resources? These are questions that need answers. African countries have the resources and the potential to develop their mining industries independently. However, several factors such as lack of technical expertise, financial resources, and infrastructure often hinder their ability to do so. Many African countries have been dependent on Western companies for mining expertise and investment. However, this reliance has often resulted in unfavorable contracts that prioritize the interests of foreign investors over the needs of the African people. It's time for African countries to reassess their approach to resource management and explore ways to develop their mining industries independently. This may require investing in education and training programs to develop local expertise and creating policies that prioritize local ownership and benefit sharing. What are your thoughts on this issue? Share them in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video for more insightful content. Stay informed with Senegambia Trending.